merch stores. Seems like everybody's got one nowadays. So let's take a look behind the merch. I'm Catherine Godsey. I am a graphic designer. I am also sitting in my closet at the moment because it is 10:30 p.m. and my toddler is asleep right on the other side of this door. Hence all the soundproofing. This is the only chance that I have to record. I live in a tiny apartment. And I do have a better microphone than this, but alas, I just got a new computer, and my Yeti mic doesn't have a USB-C cord, so I need to order that, which is great. With print-on-demand services, it has become increasingly accessible to just make a t-shirt. If you have a picture, you can put it on a shirt. But it doesn't stop at t-shirts. There's mugs, plushies, stickers, there's so much. Of course, there are good and bad ways to handle having a merch store, and in my opinion, the first and most important step is picking which service you're gonna use. If you'd like to see a comparison of some of the more popular companies that do this, I recommend these two videos by SHIMMY Morris. I think that's how you say that. I watched these two videos and they were very informative. They cover things like print quality, size accuracy, comfortability, pricing, delivery time, and even durability in the wash. So after you've picked one, right? Most of them are probably going to be okay. What you're going to need is your graphics, the things that get printed, right? And unless you're an artist yourself, you're probably going to need to hire someone to make them for you. That's where I come in. Recently, I was that designer for one streamer called GUNMETALHIME. Last I checked, she had a little over 500 followers on Twitch and YouTube, and she still firmly considered herself a hobbyist streamer. The story goes, as a user of Stream Elements, she found they were beta testing a integrated print-on-demand service. She took some of her existing graphics and decided to do a little test run. She bought an embroidered cap and was really satisfied with the quality, so she was excited and decided she needed to make a line of merch just for funsies. This was exciting, and that's where I came in. We wanted to do a cohesive collection from the beginning, taking into account her existing branding, color palette, who she is as a person, the kind of content she creates, her audience, her community. We landed on the idea of a lunar rainbow being the sort of through line. I always like to start with a sketch for these more creative and concept-focused projects, such as merch designs. I came up with 10 concepts based on what we had discussed together. She chose her 6 favorite concepts. Once we agreed on the pricing and the scope of the project, I was off to digitally create these things. I created 3 iterations of each of the 6 that she had chosen. I would then present them to her so that she could review them and choose her favorite. Of those 6 concepts, only 2 actually needed to go through a round of revision, and these were the 2 most complex designs that I had come up with, aside from maybe the game controller. Those were the pretty lady in the moon and the hungry sky snake. So let's talk about the pretty lady. This is what the original sketch looked like. Front-facing, abstract, and otherworldly in appearance. In my iterations, I was struggling to come up with a third option that was meaningfully different from the other 2. And that was when I decided to just go ahead and try to make a profile view. Now, at this point, I knew I wasn't totally satisfied with the look, and I decided to present it anyway to get some feedback and hopefully inspire some changes. That was the right call, turns out. Miss Gunn gravitated immediately to the profile view version. She said she loved how it looks, like it was like she was in the moon, or she was the moon, and I ran with that for a more traditional man and moon look, just pretty lady in the moon with rainbow hair. Yeah. Again, I presented 3 options based off of this new profile view concept, and she ended up being torn between 2 decisions, and so that was when I was okay with myself as the designer to step in and just say, hey, this is the one I think you should choose. I didn't want to influence her tastes and her decisions before that, so she went with that one, and the rest is history. If you like the designs that I created for Gun, you can buy them from her merch store. You don't need to be a follower to do that. The link will be in the description somewhere. And if you'd like to check out her channel as well, that'll also be down there. If you'd like to get merch done by me, you can also check in my About. There should be an email address there that you can send your request to. Oh, she's waking up. Bye.